Hi, this is John with Bank Account Bonus Central, and today's video is all about Fundrise. They have a real estate investing platform that's definitely an interesting thing. If you've ever been interested in real estate investing to diversify your portfolio, but you don't actually want to do all that's involved in real estate investing, there's a lot to it. My family have a couple of rental homes, and I'm involved in the process of having excellent tenants, renewing them from year to year to evictions, which is not a fun thing. Before you say, hey, there's only a $25 referral bonus on this, um, don't let that discourage you from watching the whole video. There is a lot more than $25 in value in watching this video. So there's that. This is a nationwide offer. And before we jump into all the details, got a quick disclaimer. So I am a customer of Fundrise. I am not affiliated by them. I'm not endorsed by them. This is my own personal review for informational purposes only. All the screenshots are from the Fundrise website, and all the information is current as the time of this video. All right. So when was the last time your bank paid you to open up an account, whether that's a checking account, savings account, money market, investing? That's what this channel is all about. And some of the bonuses are bigger than others, but nonetheless, I do have a $3 million challenge for the year 2023. I want to help at least 1,000 people make at least $3,000 from these videos in 2023. So if you can appreciate a profitable content like this on a consistent basis, do me a favor, hit this video with a huge thumbs up. Appreciate that. So, as I said, have you ever thought about investing in real estate to diversify your investment portfolio, but didn't want to actually do what's involved in investing in real estate, like pay property taxes and uh, rental contracts and renovations and repairs and fun stuff like that? Then Fundrise and Groundfloor are two things that I've just gotten into. They're both really good ways to have more of a hands-off way to make money off of real estate. There are, from what I understand, I've heard Steve Drake say this many, many times. More millionaires have been created through real estate than any other avenue. So there's that. The real estate, there's definitely money to be made in it. Fundrise, if you're curious about them, they do have a plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've been in business 11 years, so they are not brand new. They have a lot of different types of investments, such as multifamily apartments. You hear about some people like that. Like there's a program called, or it used to be called Lifestyles Unlimited, where you have people investing in apartments. You're like, well, look at them. Well, you can say you invest in apartments too. So there's that. Industrial properties, where I live in the Houston area, there's a ton of these types of warehouses being built like everywhere, which is nuts. But people pay leases for them, and they're profitable. So they Fundrise, they have over 3.2 million square footage for lease. I mean, there's that. Single family rentals, almost 3,500 in 30 U.S. markets. That's a huge thing as well. So there is that. Real estate portfolio: 288 active projects, 140 completed project, over 7 billion. The vast majority is in fixed income, which is more of a dividend type thing where you get money added to your account on a quarterly basis. So it's interesting. So I'm a high school math teacher and teach kids about different types of payouts, and they're a quarterly type thing. So welcome to the future of real estate investing. John has invited you to join Fundrise, enter your email, and earn $25 in bonus shares when you sign up. So this one, compared to Groundfloor, they want you to put in $100. This one, they only want you to put in 10. So there's a difference between Groundfloor and Fundrise. You get less of a bonus, but you also have a little less of a commitment. $100 versus $10. So link to this offer if you're interested, fundrise.com. It's a short link. You can easily screenshot this, type it into a new tab. You can hit the QR code or always email me at churningadventures@gmail.com. Email me and I will get back to you quickly. All right, so there's almost 1.8 million people using Fundrise to start investing smarter. That's of the end of 2022. You can have real estate investments as low as $10, so that's pretty sweet there. When you hit the link, you should see something that says promo applied on the screen. It just popped up there. I wanted to get a screenshot of it, but then it just disappeared. So you have hit the right link when you see promo applied on the screen. Select a password. How did you hear about Fundrise? Definitely consider anybody a friend who uses a link to make money off of signing up for something. What kind of account would you open? General investing or retirement account? This one's got $10 minimum. Retirement's got a $1,000 minimum. I just chose the $10 one just to jump in, see what they're all about. What is the primary reason? Diversification. Make money outside of the stock market. Market goes up, market goes down. Real estate stays there. You know, sometimes it goes up, sometimes it goes down, but it does have actively producing income from rents. So that is cool there. How much do you typically invest per year? Put what is appropriate for yourself. Are you an accredited investor? I am currently not. Do not make that much money, nowhere near that. I'm a high school math teacher, so there is that. How long do you plan on holding? More than 10 years. I have over 10 years left still teaching, so why not just watch it grow? And I'll show you how much they predict my initial $20 will turn into. So if you're curious about that, and it's got me thinking about if they can really multiply my money that much, then this is not a bad thing to consider. Which best describes your investing style? They're hands-on or hands-off. So whichever one describes you more. For this type of thing, it would be more hands-off because I don't want a phone call if somebody needs their toilet unplugged or whatever. Based upon your answers, we recommend a long-term growth plan. I looked at them and I was like, I'd rather do supplemental income. Create an attractive, consistent income stream. So, as I said, I have over 10 years left of teaching. I'm already 11 years in. I got over 10 years left. So I know when I retire, I'm mainly interested in supplemental income. I'm not interested in speculative stuff that goes up. I just rather just give me what I can count on. So here's the three different types of supplemental income: balanced investing, long-term growth. Sure, the supplemental one is not as it doesn't make as much. It's got a lot more dividends compared to the other two. The long-term growth, yeah. So if the real estate market goes down, which it does go up and down in cycles, I'd rather just have something consistent I can count on. All right, so they're going to ask your name, first name, last name, your country of citizenship, and your country of residence. What type of account would you open? Would you like to open? I chose individual account. A few more details: address, and then phone number, mobile preferred. A few more details. Oh, I just did that one. My bad. How much would you like to invest? So I doubled the minimum. I put in 20 just for the heck of it because $10 is really not going to get you that far. So here's an interesting thing here. The thing I was talking about: make a recurring investment. I said I'll just deal with this later, but estimated account value at age 67. So I'm in my mid 40s. So they say in 20 years they can over 8x my initial investment. So $20 can turn into 167. 100 will turn into a lot more than 100. Yeah, so this is definitely interesting math. I don't know exactly how they got that number, just estimated value based on their previous results. So that's, if you think about it, not a bad way to go, like, at all. All right, choose your source of funds. Here is, if you look down here, debit or credit card. This is definitely what I chose here. Debit or credit card. Why not get additional cash back? I have no idea what the max is, but if you're interested in investing in real estate and you got a cashback credit card, this is definitely a way to get funds on that. As I said, I have no idea what the maximum is. I'm personally curious. Maybe I should call Fundrise and find out, hey, what is the max I can do in here? Because if you want to put in 10 grand and get funded, if you got a 2.5% cashback card, and you can pull out money, if you can pull out money after a quarter, well, who knows? So there is credit card funding. I have no idea the maximum of that. Agreements. If you write all of it, then you hit next. Dividend reinvestments. I would like my dividends reinvested according to the investment plan I had selected. And then here's one thing I do want to point out about the liquidity of what they have to offer. I recognize my investment is in alternative assets, which are fundamentally long-term illiquid. So if you invest in a house you can't just go to your bank and say, hey, I want my money back. They'd have to sell the house or raise the capital. It's illiquid. That liquidation, if approved, are paid out quarterly for the E-REITs, Electronic Real Estate Investment Trust, and the funds registered under the Investment Company Act 1940, and monthly after minimum 60-day waiting period for the E-fund. Where possible, requests for liquidation may be suspended during times of financial stress. So, if the market crashes and nobody's buying real estate and they can't liquidate their stuff, well, these are much longer term, what they call illiquid investments. It's not like putting money into a 3-month or 6-month CD or savings account or something like that. So if you're interested in a more liquid real estate investment program, check out Groundfloor, which has a $50 sign-up bonus, and you can choose your investments based upon the length of what they're looking for. So some of them are like 6 months, 9 months, 15 months. I invested in some 9 months and some 15-month ones. So I made a full video on Groundfloor here. I really like what they have to offer. It's a $50 bonus for putting in $100, and then you can watch your stuff grow. The $50 referral, you need to put it into one cycle of investment, so watch it go up. They average around, they say between 7.5 for an A-rated, all the way up to 15%. So that is huge. Even though investment or interest rates have been going up, that's a huge return on here. Definitely consider checking this out if you're interested. As I said, the video is up there. All right, so please review your information. Promotions applied, and you hit invest now. Then they're going to ask you to verify your email address, resend. So I hit that. And then verify your email address. Bam, verified email. John, you're now an investor. Your order is placed successfully and settled within 7 days. I did get an email confirming that, yes, my money, my $20 is in there. Will be instantly invested in dozens of projects around the country. And that's really cool if you go in there and you can see what all you're invested in. And you say, hey, I own a tiny, tiny piece of that building. So as I said, link to this offer is here. You could open up a new tab, screenshot it, type it in, hit the QR code, or you can always email me, churningadventures@gmail.com, and the link is also in the description box down below. All right, bank account bonus central verdict. I'm constantly looking for additional ways to make additional money that's backed by real estate, and this one looks like an easy way to get into diversified real estate investing without actually doing what's involved in real estate investing. If you're interested in real estate, definitely put in $10 at least into Fundrise, put in $100 in Groundfloor, and hey, you're investing in real estate. That's awesome, and you'll get $75 off of doing both of those, plus whatever grows. And they both have referral programs to where anybody you know who might be interested in doing that, you can tell them about it, and you can watch your real estate portfolio grow by word of mouth and by investing and stuff like that. All right, so I still do have comments off for these videos, but can be reached at churningadventures@gmail.com. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, complaints, hit me up. I'll get back at you. And finally, here's today's question. How should we deal with anxiety? We live in a very anxious society, very nervous. I mean, if you look at the number of people who are on antidepressants and stuff like that, we're anxious. We live life really, really, really fast. We don't have much margin of error. Scriptures I like to share, Philippians 4:6-7. These are ones I go to on a consistent basis. It says, be anxious for nothing, but in prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be known to God, and the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your heart and mind through Christ Jesus. That's huge there. There's a saying I absolutely love. It says, God's going to be up all night dealing with problems. You and God don't have to be out worrying about both things. Pray, put in his hands, and it says right here, here's a promise from God. Let your request be made known to God, and the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding. No, it doesn't have to make sense. Faith does not make sense. You choose God in his strength to deal with your problems, and you trust him with that. There's faith right there. Psalm 46:10, I love how this one says it. Be still and know that I am God. That's huge. We don't have to run around like a chicken with his head cut off trying to fix all the problems in the world, where it clearly says, be still and know he is God. We're not God. The problem is when we learn to look to other things that are not God to deal with issues that we can't handle. Isaiah 40:26 says, look up and see who created these. Look up and see who created the stars, okay? So in Houston, Texas area, it's not a fun thing. You look up and you see like 6 things in the sky, and like 3 of them are helicopters. We don't see many stars up here. But if you go to where there actually are stars, it says he brings out the stars by number. He calls them all by name because of his great power and strength. Not one of them is missing. Just recently reading a article, or I was listening to a thing about telescopes, a brand new NASA telescope. They keep inventing these bigger and bigger telescopes to see how many stars there actually are, and they still can't count them all. The bigger telescopes they get, they see, wow. Here it says, Isaiah, it says, he brings out the stars by number. He calls them all by name. Not one of them is missing. To see, have a God that knows all the stars by name. We can't even think of that many names for that many stars. That's huge. If you want more information about Jesus and what he claims about this peace and not having to be anxious and peace and stuff like that, it's what I've done in my life. I have surrendered my life to Christ, and he's given me peace and love and joy I've never had before. My goal is for people to have financial freedom and spiritual freedom. Here's a link, How to Follow Jesus from GotQuestions.org. Definitely check that out if you're interested in it. Another thing that keeps us far from God is sin. One of the biggest sins out there is online pornography. Over 4 million websites, average age of somebody's exposed to such things less than 10 years old. So I do have a referral link in the description box down below. If you check this out, you get your first 30 days free. See if this is something that'll benefit your family. As I said, I want people to be spiritually free, and you can't be free if you have any sort of addiction in your life. And I want people to be financially free. If you're still here with me, definitely appreciate it. Like the video if you can appreciate profitable content on a consistent basis. Share this with anybody who would be able to benefit from it. Subscribe so you can be amongst the first to know about such profitable opportunities out there. And with that, look forward to seeing the next one. Peace, and may God bless you.